Hi, gorgeous. So we are just settling in for Wellbeing Wednesdays. We'll just wait and see if anyone else is coming on. Just know that this sacred space is a way for us to connect each week, and that we will have some people coming on live and some people connecting through the recording. And just know that if you are here live, the recording won't have you on it. It's just me. And so as you begin to arrive, today we are connecting with our inner children, the child within. And what can often happen in the lead up to this is perhaps you have been experiencing some emotions or some certain behaviors are coming to the forefront. And just feel into that. Is that perhaps your inner child expressing themselves in this moment? How often do they get to express? And can we just acknowledge whatever has happened up until this point with love? And so before we begin, I would love to honour the traditional custodians of the land here in Australia. And so whether you know the Indigenous nations on the land in which you sit, or you would just like to be a part of this acknowledgement for all of Australia, I just invite you to open your heart in remembering and connecting with these people. And so, as we acknowledge the traditional custodians of country throughout Australia, I'd like to acknowledge in particular the Yugambeh people, who continue to be the cultural custodians and holders of knowledge for the Gold Coast. And this is where I am currently living and working. And so I pay my respect to their elders, past, present, and emerging. And we extend that respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples today. And as we extend this acknowledgement, can we also take a moment to acknowledge all those ancestors and all those in the spirit realms who are coming forward in support today? And can we also take a moment to acknowledge ourselves for putting aside this time and this space to truly honour us, to say yes to us and to our own inner children. And so we are going to go on a journey to connect with our inner children. And this is going to be a meditation journey. I'm going to guide you through using my voice, visualization, tuning into the feeling, and witnessing our own inner wisdom. We are our own greatest healers. And throughout this journey, you will receive messages, intuition, hits, connection with aspects of yourself. And so I invite you to come to this space with curiosity and with an open heart. And so wherever you find yourself, can you sink into a comfortable position, whether it's seated or whether it's laying down, allowing yourself to just settle in, to know that for the next half an hour, we are going to be together and that there is nothing for you to be or do. That this is your time to receive. And so, as we settle in, I invite you just to imagine that in front of you is a brilliant green fire. These green flames are moving, expanding, looking at the earth, but it's wholly contained in a pit. And I'm going to invite you to just imagine placing all of your thoughts or experiences, everything that happened up until this point, into those green flames before you. To know that there's nothing you actually have to do, that just me saying this, just you acknowledging it, placing it in the flames, and these flames eat it all up. Leaving you feeling lighter. Is there anything else that desires to go into these flames? You don't need to know what it is, or perhaps you do, but just letting it go into the flames. Knowing that anything you wish to preserve, anything that is of your highest good, will find its way back to you. But it's okay to release it all now. To come to a place of centered stillness within. To invite the body to relax even deeper. To feel that clearing through the chest and the mind. Just allow you to drop into the space in which you rest. And as this happens, you find yourself in a beautiful place in nature. Perhaps it's somewhere that you loved to go as a child. Or maybe you didn't actually go here, but you know that you would have loved it. What's around you? Do you know where you are? And as you feel nature moving around you, you begin to walk barefoot. Perhaps noticing some animals going about their business. There's an ease that comes with being in this place. And as you continue to walk, or perhaps skip or dance your way through this place, we come towards a big tree. And you notice that in the side of the tree there is a door. And as if by magic, it's the perfect size for you to move through. And when you're ready, you open the door and enter. The warmth, the love, the energy of this tree surrounding you. The door closed behind you. It feels spacious enough for you to move, breathe, to feel safe and contained, yet not confined. In this tree, as you look around, you notice some of the things you may have loved as a child. You notice some cushions in the corner. A blanket thrown over some chairs, creating a little cubby house. Perhaps you notice some food. Some different things. Anything that is needed to have your inner child feel safe when it's time for them to arrive. You have an innate knowing of what that is. And in a moment, we are going to invite our inner child to enter this space. But before we do, we also have to acknowledge that sometimes if our inner child hasn't been heard or acknowledged or felt safe, may be hesitant to come in. Or perhaps they may be full of energy and excitement, not being able to connect with you. Maybe they take a little bit of time to warm up. But this is a safe space for you to explore how it is that they desire to show up today. Knowing that the more times we come to this place with open curiosity, with a loving heart, the deeper this connection becomes, the more wisdom that can be passed between you. And so in a moment, I'm going to invite your little one into this room. Where is it that you would like to stand as the door opens? Go there now. And the door begins to open. What happens as you invite your inner child into this space? That version of you. What age are you? What do you notice about this little version? Where do they wish to go in this room? And what do they wish to do? Do they want you to join them? Or perhaps there's someone else that will help make them feel safe. It's okay to trust whatever is unfolding now. To trust that as you open this space and witness, truly see this younger version of you, that this bond is deepening. That perhaps healing or activation or acknowledgement is taking place. This younger version of you could have anything in the world, what would they desire? This tree is pure magic. And it can make anything come true. And if anything can come true in this place, then what is it that can be created? For this little one? How do they react? As an adult witnessing this, how do you feel? And in a moment, I'm going to ask your inner child how they would like to connect with you in the future. What is it that they would like for you to do in your life to honor them? They may not have an answer, or they may desire you as an adult to make that choice. But we're going to have that conversation. And see about making a plan for the future, one that you both agree upon, to continue to connect, to build this relationship, to move into a space of love. And so you can begin to make that plan now. And when you feel as though you have an idea, or that the idea will come to you, you're going to take a moment to say, "See you soon, dear one." To know that the safety of this space within the tree is available to both of you at all times. Perhaps you may desire to return here to reconnect, or maybe meet somewhere different. And before you both leave, perhaps you decide on what it is you would like to do the next time that you meet. If there was something that wasn't played or experienced this time, can we truthfully say that we'll do it next time? Do you both desire to leave the tree at the same time or separately? Or perhaps there's a way to place your inner child back into your heart before you leave. Now it's time for you to make your way back through that magical door, finding yourself on the outside of the tree. Perhaps you may wish to give the tree a hug. How does your heart feel as you find yourself back out in nature? Perhaps there's some things that you would like to journal about when we come back into the physical. Perhaps there is some integration and healing that will take place on your walk back through nature. And so we are going to begin to take those steps barefoot. Back through Mama Nature. Noticing yourself shifting. Embodying more of your truth. As you feel that embodiment take place, you become aware of your physical body resting in the here and now. Taking note of the pressure points between the physical body and the chair, the bed, the floor in which you rest. Noticing the sounds around you, becoming aware of the feeling in your fingers and toes. Inviting in some gentle movement. As you invite yourself back to the here and now. Perhaps there are some things for you to jot down a plan for how it is you are going to honor the child within. Reconnect with that aspect of yourself. And just know that the more time spent with this little one, at different ages, different phases, the more wisdom that can be passed between you. The more love that can be offered and shared. The healing and activation that is possible. There is no real time or space. When you imagine connecting with this part of yourself, you offer a clean slate, a new beginning, an entirely new timeline. And what is it that you desire to create together? I love you, and I'll see you very soon.